So, Yeong, I heard that you've been to an exciting exhibition.
That's right, Swa. So have you heard of a Korean artist named Lee Bul?
Yes, she's a very celebrated contemporary artist, as far as I know. But maybe some of our global viewers might not be aware. What about you, Walter?
I'm going to be honest, no. So I did some research, but I do understand that she's a very influential artist within Korea, and she's actually one of the biggest artists in the scene right now. That's correct?
Yes, that is correct. And right now at the Leeum Museum of Art in Hannam-dong, they're doing an exhibition covering the past 30 years of Lee Bul's work. And once you walk into the place, you're met with these stunning installations that will make you feel like you've stepped into some sort of an alternate reality. So let's take a look together.
Step inside, and it feels like entering another universe. A giant silver airship floats above, while a vast mirrored installation pulls visitors into a space of infinite reflections. It's disorienting, playful, and mesmerizing all at once. This is the world of Lee Bul, one of the most influential figures in Korean contemporary art. Visitors were taken in by the complexity of her work.
It's pretty amazing how complex some of the structures are, and when you walk through there's a place where there's all mirrors and you get very disorientated, so it's kind of dystopian the way that some of the pieces melt down, and it's kind of like this weird city that's almost like set in the future kind of vibes.
Glistening surfaces, fractured structures, bunkers and towers all converge into an experience that feels suspended between worlds. Through these works, Lee Bul examines shifting ties between humanity and technology, and nature and civilization, reflecting on the past and present while imagining possible futures. Lee Bul first burst onto the scene in the 1980s with radical performances, suspending her own body from ropes or parading through city streets in elaborate costumes. This brought her international recognition in the following decade, along with the nickname 여전사, or warrior woman, of Korean contemporary art. But today, she has gone far beyond that nickname.
What makes her remarkable is that she transcended labels like Korean, Asian, or female artist, and has presented a wide-ranging body of work that reflects deeply on human history and culture.
Now in her 60s, Lee Bul is recognized as one of the biggest names in Korean modern art, with exhibitions at MoMA, the Venice Biennale, and New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art.
From warrior to world-renowned visionary, Lee Bul has redefined the boundaries of modern art here in Korea. Her retrospective from 1998 to now runs here in Seoul until January before traveling overseas.
I loved all the reflective surfaces and all of the mirrors there in the exhibition.
Right, so reflection is actually a key element of Lee Bul's artistic world. All of the mirrored surfaces will bounce off one another, showing these kind of like twisted, upside down, and fragmented images of the pieces. And they actually represent the way our own world works, like how nothing stands completely alone. And the placement of the works to create a kind of landscape was intentional as well.
The works aren't arranged in chronological order. Instead, they unfold like an unpredictable allegorical landscape. There's no clear beginning, end, or center, so visitors are free to chart their own journey through the exhibition and experience the pieces in their own way.
Now, among all these sparkling and grand installations, I did notice there were some traditional-looking paintings as well. So what can you tell us about those?
Right, so those paintings are actually part of Lee Bul's more recent endeavors. Interestingly, unlike the flow of art history where paintings and sculptures were the main art mediums before performance art took the stage, Lee Bul actually started out with performances and then moved to these large-scale installations and sculptures and then later turned to paintings. So these paintings have a lot of texture and sculptural elements to them, like the rich textures and the layered surfaces, and also the use of other materials like those sparkling mother of pearl that you see in the paintings. All of these reflect her background as a sculptor.
Very interesting. And you said the exhibition runs until?
Until next year in January.
Okay, still lots of time left, so I'm going to check it out myself. And thank you very much for that wonderful coverage.
Thank you, Yeong.
And as always, thank you for having me.